Twin Cities Audit here, folks, where we audit the police and the culture. Today, Spokane County deputy fired and sued. It took about a year, but it eventually happened. Let's take a look at the body cam footage and some lessons that we can learn along the way.
How you doing? Good. Being audio and video recorded. It's a crime to be in the park after hours. This is considered a park. So.
All right. I'll go find another place to watch a movie.
All right. You got your ID on you real quick?
No, I don't.
You're not shutting the door. You're not free to leave.
Yeah, I am.
You're not.
Why are you
Okay,
asking?
so right off the bat, the guy's like, it's a crime to be in the park after hours. Unbelievable. The guy clearly is drinking some coffee. Something late he's involved in. Says he was watching a movie he didn't know. Evidently, there's nothing posted anywhere that we can see. I don't see any signs. No signs were mentioned. And then right off the back, you're not free to leave. It's a crime. Let me see your ID. To the police officers out there and the people that are pro-police, again, we're not anti-police. This kind of conduct, though, this is along the lines of an Officer Acorn, true in form. And if you don't know what Officer Acorn is, look it up. That's what this is. This is Officer Acorn behavior. A man sitting in a park, watching a movie, drinking coffee. He rolls up on him, says it's a crime. Let me see your ID. Unbelievable.
Considered a park. So.
All right. I'll go find another place to watch a movie.
All right. You got your ID on you real quick?
No, I don't.
You're not shutting the door. You're not free to leave.
Yeah, I am.
You're not.
Why are you acting like that?
Because you're
I just
kind
said
of being rude.
I'm being rude?
Yes.
And how is that?
How is that? I'm trying to explain to you, you're in the park after hours and you're committing a crime.
My ID.
The gentleman here is correct. It is a civil offense, not a crime, right? Like you're doing something here, harming this community, harming its members, where you need to be arrested and detained. Show me your ID, show me your documents. Now, granted, given this day and age we live in, it doesn't hurt to check in on people. Evidently, this officer was patrolling in his own area. But right off the bat, there's no, we all know what it is. These people who are less than desirables, let's call them, the people who are in encampments, setting up encampments like here in the Twin Cities, other places, they have a particular, if they're smoking fentanyl, they're smoking crack or meth or whatever it is, they're drinking, they're vagrant. You can see that, right? Evidently, in this first few seconds, we see that's not what's going on. So if that was your concern, okay, fine and well. We understand that. But that wasn't your concern, evidently. You're pushing the bar too far here, Officer Acorn. You should have reeled it in. You are high on ego and you're power tripping for no apparent reason, right? Maybe you're unfulfilled at home. Maybe you're insecure about the size of your private parts. Maybe you don't have the woman you desire. Maybe you don't have the life you desire. Who knows?
On me.
One, I'll take another.
You're not getting my ID for sitting in a parking lot now. Sorry.
Yeah.
So.
Whose car are you in?
Pardon me?
You're not shutting the door on me.
I'm not shutting the door. I'm rolling the window down. Now you can shut my door.
I'm not shutting the door. I need your name. You are not free
I'm
to
not
leave.
giving you my name.
Okay. I'll take those units too. Putting your shoes on for you. You're not going anywhere.
And why is that, sir?
Why? Because you're refusing to tell me who you are, and you're probably going to end up going to jail.
Oh, for not giving you my name.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, then you have at it.
Okay. Go ahead and stand up for me. Turn around, face the car. Turn around, face the car.
Don't put your hands on me, pal. Listen.
You are going to get hurt.
Okay. All right. We see this is about to go left here. So before it does, I want to chime in and say a couple points. Number one, gentlemen, while we are men of principle, men of freedom, and we're willing to go the extra mile to preserve, maintain, and dare I say, expand the bounds of freedom. When you see that you're dealing with an officer Acorn, it's incumbent upon you to take control of the situation. You can't, this gentleman here is in his 60s, evidently. He says to the man, okay, really, you're gonna arrest me for not giving you my name? Have at it. So he calls his bluff, tells him to stand up, turn around. Once he does that, now the man is saying, don't touch me. Now, true indeed, he's aggressive. He's overly aggressive. No need for this kind of thing. No need at all. It is utterly and completely ridiculous. Period. Anyone who says anything different, well, I advise you to tune in someplace else. Now, it's getting ready to go left here. Here's what I'll say as a lesson that we can learn from this. This gentleman, fortunately, escaped with his life. It was close, though. It was close. These officers are very fluid, right? They're very moldable in many cases. Okay. Um, they respond in kind to how one comes off. Now, although this gentleman was not disrespectful at all, the officer said he was being rude, but he wasn't. Um, again, we have to be the ones that are present and headstrong. There are so many factors working against us. An officer can take your life and only later have to write up a report and explain it. And many a factor will be presumed to be on his side. Let me ask you a question. Is that the case if you take his? If you take his or her life, even if you're in the right 110%, yes, I know 100% is the highest. You're 110% in the right. Do you think the process will go so smoothly for you? I'll let you answer that.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Are you audio video recording this?
I already told you that. Get on the,
Hey,
get on the ground. You're under arrest.
fuck, dude.
Get on the ground. Dude, get on the ground.
Jesus Christ.
What part of that? You understand. I want him code 6. You're under arrest. Get on the ground.
You fucker.
Okay,
I can't. Dog. Oh.
give me your hands.
Okay. Okay. Why are you doing this, man? What the fuck, man? Look at the fuck what he did. I didn't do anything.
This way. I'm pulling.
Okay, that is extremely unsettling to watch. They went into a little bit more of a tussle there. The man was eventually bloodied. Uh, a grown man in his 60s crying, asking why, is what eventually went on to happen. Um, he did escape with his life. He had some injuries. I'm quite sure his ego took quite the bruising. This officer has clearly overreached and transgressed bounds. Now, the lawsuit, you know who pays? We do. Is that fair? Is that really the ultimate solution to this problem? Firing him. Many a time officers have been fired, and you know what they do? They go someplace else. Minneapolis is hurting for officers right now. Many of places are hurting for officers right now. They'd be happy to take them. Him being fired from this job, the taxpayers having to foot the bill for his lunacy and his mistake, does nothing to solve our problem. I'm happy for the man who was able to get a degree of compensation for what he had to go through. I hope that we can take the lessons from situations like this and stay level headed, right? You never know how far these guys are willing to go. And granted, the situation has gotten a lot better since cameras and body cams and things are involved. And this body cam in this case was a game changer for this gentleman here and for us. So that part has been great. However, we're not going to depend on body cams to save our lives. They malfunction. In some cases, incidentally enough, they don't even come on. Oops. What can you do? I'm only human, right? All right, folks. So there we have it. Uh Again, lessons. We got to learn the lessons from this. We can't just keep sitting back watching this as a form of entertainment. I actually cut it off. I find it, well, in addition to YouTube's policies with this kind of thing, excuse me, I find it very unsettling to listen to a man in his 60s crying like a baby behind the brutality and the abuse that he's receiving from a peace officer. If it's to be, it's up to you and me, folks.